output devices and the cryptography. Okay, so we'll see one by one. So first we are going with IoT. What do you mean by IoT? Okay, so we heard about the term. Basically, IoT means what? Internet of Things. Internet of Things. So what is the benefit of that, and how? What means? What are the major examples that are using in industries? We'll see. Okay, so basically, IoT describes network physical objects, things that are embedded with sensors, softwares, and technology for the purpose of connecting and exchanging the data with other devices and system over the internet. Okay, so listen here. Basically, it will have some sensors and softwares. It will have some sensors and softwares. Okay, so basically, it is having some technology inside it. It will have a technology. So what is the benefit of that means? So, for example, if I'm there in over the internet, if I'm there over the internet, so I can get and I can able to connect and I can able to exchange the data. I can able to exchange the data. Okay, this can be happened with the help of IoT. This can be with the help of IoT. So in recent days, we can say that we can see the things. Some things will be there, but we don't know that are IoT devices. We don't know that are IoT devices. Okay. For example, what I'm doing means have a fix the CCTV in my apartment. I have fixed the CCTV in my apartment. What I have done, so for example, I went outside and I want to see anyone is there in that apartment. So what I have to do, I have to open the particular site and have to open whether the CC cameras are working or not. So in such a case, the things are there related to IoT things. Okay, so there are also some sensors. Okay, there are also some sensors and softwares are working for connecting and exchanging the data. Okay, so see here next one. So device and objects built in sensors are connected to Internet of Things platform. Okay, basically what are required for this? Sensors are required. Sensors are required, which integrates the data and different devices, which integrate the data and integrate the different devices. Okay, that applies analytics to share most valuable information within the application built to address specific needs. Okay, so here some sensors will be there. So for how can I do? How can I make it? It should be work with the help of integration of different devices. Okay, integration of different devices. Right. So some examples we'll see. So connected appliances, smart home security systems, autonomous farming equipment, wearable health monitors, smart factory equipment, wireless inventory trackers, next ultra high speed wireless internet, biometric cyber security scanners, and shipping containers and logistics tracking. Okay, so basically, what is the benefit? More and more benefit of this IoT things mean in real world. So these are this will be useful for multiple ways. Okay, this will be useful for multiple ways. Understand? Okay, for example, just we'll see some of the example. Okay, for example, smart home security systems are there. Smart home security systems are there. As I said, CCTV is the best example for IoT devices. CCTV is the best example for IoT device. Okay, so basically, how they will arrange the CCTV? Basically, they will require the internet. Understand? They will require the internet. Okay, so basically, internet is must and should for cyber security means CCTV maintenance. CCTV maintenance. Okay, so here in this, how different devices are there? Different devices like camera and means monitor and other things, and that all the things of the devices will be integrated with the help of internet only. Okay, some sensors will be there, and that too, and that will be that should require internet. Understand that things are required internet. Okay, next one is big data. Just I have to highlight. So these things are familiar words, but just we need to understand what is the benefit of them. Okay, what is the benefit of them? Okay, and we don't require much time of that. Just we required 2 to 3 points are required for the above one means which is IoT. Okay, for IoT just we require only 2 to 3 points. Okay, so we cannot go and dig into that IoT things. Okay. Next one, big data. So basically name itself is having the data will be large Okay, so wherever the data is large, so there will be difficult to trace the required data and complex to get the perfect data, understand the required data. Okay, so it is difficult to impossible for processing of traditional methods. Okay, basically traditional method means what? So how we are doing means, for example, large data is there. For example, 1 GB data is there. If I want to require, if I want to get the data, if I want to get the required data, somehow difficulty. If the data size has increased, the data size has increased. In such a case, traditional methods will not be useful, will not be useful. Okay, that is the reason. So they are using some mechanisms. They are using some mechanisms. Okay, so big data. So basically, they are having some three ways. The data will be classified into three ways. First one is structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data. Okay, we'll see. Okay. For example, I'll tell you some unstructured data and structured data, semi-structured data. We'll discuss. So just a minute. Please mute. Please mute. Who is not in the right place? Okay. I told you that the data, big data has been classified into three ways. Okay. So first one is what? Structured data. So structured data means what? Well-organized data. Structured data means what? Well-organized data. Okay. Yeah. Computer class. SK Madhiha, please mute. Okay, right. So well-organized data comes under structured data. For example, for example, Excel format of data. Okay, and database format of data. Okay. Okay, basically these are comes under what? Structured data. Because simple, if it is organized in a proper manner, well organized manner, that kind of data comes under structured data. Okay, so basically why they have defined structured data, unstructured data, and semi-structured data means, so these are important when the mechanism should be applied. For example, if they are approaching for a simple mechanism, so in such a case, so these these classifications are required. Okay, so is it structured or unstructured or semi-structured? That is required. Okay, for choosing the mechanism, so the type of data is required. Okay. Next one, unstructured data. Okay, so unstructured data is what? Unorganized data. Unorganized data. Okay, so basically, so these will have some instructions. Okay, I'm writing here. Okay, so not all the data is neatly packed and sorted with instructions. Okay, neatly means well organized. Simple thing is that, so unorganized way. Okay, the data is in unorganized way. Okay, that is unstructured data. Okay. Okay, next one is semi-structured data. Okay, so see here, semi-structured data is inside. Okay, so we can expect the data is structured as well as unstructured, structured as well as unstructured. Okay, so basically, how we can define means here, most of the time the data will be translated from unstructured to structured data. Okay, here in this. So, but whereas it is having unstructured data with metadata. So, okay, we have to understand what do you mean by metadata. Okay, metadata. For example, I'll tell you. What do you mean by metadata? Okay, so in terms of computer terminology, the definition for metadata means data about data. Okay, data about data. So what do you mean by data about data means? So here that data will be there as well as information about data. Okay, so definitely we'll confuse that. What do you mean by information about data? Okay, I'll tell you. So like timestamp, okay, and location of the data. Okay, so what is the benefit of this means? So we can translate the data, into structured manner. Okay, so this is about what? Metadata. Okay, so here in this well-organized format of data will be there in structured data. Unorganized way, the data will be there in unstructured data. Next, here in this structured data as well as unstructured data, structured as well as unstructured data. But here in unstructured data will have some metadata to attach to it. Okay, so what do you mean by metadata? Data about data, like some information about data, like timestamp, location. Okay, such kind of things will be there in metadata. Okay, so this will be available in unstructured data with along with unstructured data. Okay, right. So this is about semi-structured data. Okay, right. Next one, basically, next one is what? Characteristics of big data. Characteristics of big data. So big data can be described by the following characteristics. Okay, so how can you measure? Is it a big data or a normal data? Okay, normal data. Okay, first one is what? Volume. First one is what? Volume. Second one, variety. Second one is what? Variety. Third one is velocity. Next one is velocity. Next one is variability. Okay, so we'll see one by one. So these are some characteristics. Understand? We cannot say these multiple characteristics will be there in big data. Okay, but we are discussing some of them. Okay, some of them. Okay, right. First one is volume. So I told you in the first itself. So data can be big data when if it is in GBs. Understand? Means TBs means if the data is bulk, based on the size only, we can say that that is a big data. Understand? So here definition also saying that so data will be enormous. So the size of data plays a very crucial role in determining the value out of a data. Also whether a particular data can actually consider as a big data or not. It depends on the volume of the data. Okay, hence volume is the characteristics which we need to consider when dealing the big data solutions. Big data solutions. Okay, basically based on the size. Okay, based on the size. Okay, size is nothing but volume. Okay, size is nothing but a volume. Okay, right. Next one is what? Variety. Okay, so we have to understand some things: homogeneous and heterogeneous. Anyone knows what is homogeneous and heterogeneous? Your
No.
math students will have a homogeneous, means they will know about homogeneous.
Homogeneous.
Homogeneous means what do you mean by homogeneous equation? Or else I'll write two examples to understand this.
It means the terms of all the same degree.
Okay. Okay, so in the, I hope all of you are able to see my screen, right? So which is a homogeneous equation here in this, from these two examples?
AX, two plus.
Ax plus by equal to 0 is a homogeneous equation. So how you have decided? Basically, sorry, I have to write 3 here. Okay.
Means one.
Yes, okay. So basically, the degree is equal in all the cases. Understand? Basically, so homogeneous equation. Okay, heterogeneous equation, which is the degrees are different. The degrees are different. Okay. So similarly here also, variety difference means heterogeneous sources and the nature of the data. Okay, here, as I told you, the data will be there in structured as well as unstructured. Okay, structured and as well as unstructured. Okay, during earlier days, spreadsheet database servers were the only sources of data considered by most of the applications. Okay, in the earlier days. Nowadays, the data in the form of emails, photos, videos, monitoring devices, PDFs, audios, etc., and also being considered in the analysis application. This variety of unstructured data poses certain issues for storage, okay, and mining and analyzing the data. I'll tell you instead of this. Okay, so see here in the previous days, in the earlier days, what will happen is the data is available in only spreadsheets or databases, only spreadsheets and databases. Okay, so this has happened in the previous cases, previous means earlier days. So in the right now means in the nowadays what will happen means, so the data, for example, in I'll tell you in the right now in industries what will happen means, some people will have, for example, uh, for example, small team is there, small team is there, they are offering some support, okay, for the customers. Okay, so what they are doing is, they want to do analysis. They want to do analysis on basis of emails. Understand? On basis of emails, how many emails are coming and how many emails are solving within the time, and how many emails are taking more time. Means the emails means nothing but so issues. Understand? For example, a customer is having issue. So then what happened? So in such a case, they have raised a mail to support team. They have raised a mail to support team. Understand? So in such a case, how much time is required to solve a particular case? How much time is required to solve a particular case? So in that case, the kind of data is required. Okay, so that kind of things will be there, that is for analysis. Understand? So is it having in a spreadsheet format? No. Is it having in a database format? No. So that kind of things are not there in this. Okay, that kind of things are not there in this. Okay, so here the variety is indicating. Understand? So heterogeneous sources are indicating here, heterogeneous data source indicating here. Okay, so here what is happened basically, including structured data, there also have unstructured data. So this is about variety. Okay, this is about variety. Okay, we cannot expect that only same kind of data is coming to the big data. Okay, that maybe there, that heterogeneous data also there, heterogeneous data also there. Okay, right. Next one, velocity. Next one is velocity. So in the previous class, we have discussed about what do you mean by data, what do you mean by data set, and what do you mean by database and data warehouse. Okay, so I told you that what do you mean by data warehouse. Just a minute. Okay, right. So velocity is also a characteristic for big data. Okay, velocity is also a characteristic for big data. So basically, we cannot expect that single data source is available. Okay, we cannot expect that single data source is available. So here, speed or generation of a data will be more. Okay, for example, in big data, if you are considering about big data, so the things will be bigger only. Understand? The things will be bigger only. So number of resources will be more. Understand? Number of resources will be more. I'll tell you the simple example. Just take an example for Facebook. Okay, take an example for Facebook. Okay. So what they have done means for for every country, they have maintained a database. Okay. Okay. So for every country, they have maintained what? A database. So here, each and every country, whatever the database is there, I'm saying that as a data source, data source. Okay. So what happened? So in the final day, what I'm doing means I need to get the details from all the data sources. Okay, so I'm getting means I'm taking the data from all the data sources, means how many countries are there. So from all the databases, okay, that many countries have maintained databases. From all the data sources, I need to analysis. Okay, I'm doing analysis on the databases. Okay, so what is the benefit of that means? So just I want to know, for example, for increasing means a system thing, means if any required additional things are required in my software, that kind of things I'm doing analysis. Okay, so in that case, what will happen? Number of data sources are increased, the speed or generation of data will be more. Understand? If, for example, if I counted for 1 hour, okay, definitely I should have to take in for the next hours also. Understand? Next hours also. So here the production will be data producing will be more. Understand? The fastest data will be there. Okay, so how fast the data is generated and processed to meet the demand and determine real potential in the data. Okay, so this is one of the characteristic of the big data. Okay, so big data deals with the speed and data flows in the form of sources like business processes and application logs, okay, network logs and social media sites, sensors, mobile devices. Okay, the flows of data is massive and continuous. Okay, so this is about velocity. Basically, you means the science students also know about velocity. Basically, it indicates what? Speed. Okay, velocity means what? Speed. Okay, so speed of data will be more. Okay, in big data. That is also a primary characteristics of big data that we have to understand. Next one is what? Variability. Next one is what? Variability. So this refers to inconsistency, which can be shown by the data at times. Okay, data at times. Okay, thus hampering the process of being handled and managed the data effectively. Okay, so see here, if the data is end to end in a proper way, we cannot means we can understand the data is going in a proper way. Understand? So basically here in big data, we can expect that unstructured data as well as semi-structured data also will be there. Unstructured data as well as semi-structured data will also be there. Okay, in such a case, what will happen? Inconsistency of data will be happen. Okay, so that in that case we have to focus. Understand? So how to handle that is also a main mechanism is there in big data. So what are the 4 characteristics of big data? Variety means first one is volume, and next one is variety, next one is velocity, next one variability. Okay, right. So just we'll see simple term. So volume, based on the size, we have to consider whether the data is big data or not. Okay, next here variety, we can expect that, we cannot expect that homogeneous data will be there. Okay, heterogeneous data sources will also be there in big data. Okay, next one velocity. So the speedest data will comes into the data from the data sources. Okay, next one is what? Variability. So when an inconsistency of data, so we have to manage. Okay, if inconsistency of data is there, we have to manage. Okay, that is also a primary characteristics of big data. Right. Next one, the last one. So the output devices. Okay, we have left with the topic in the previous classes. We have to discuss this topic. Okay, right. Please mute if someone is not in the right place. Okay. Fine. So I hope anyone have any questions regarding the above topics, IoT and big data. So somehow these are some like a drastic subject, means some boring things will be there in the above topics. So not like the previous classes. Okay. If anyone have a questions, let me know.
సార్ కంప్యూటర్ ప్రాక్టికల్ క్లాస్ అటెండ్ అవ్వకపోతే ఏమైనా ప్రాబ్లమా సార్?
అది మనం చెప్తాం అండి యాక్చువల్గా. అంటే సో ఇఫ్ యూ హావ్ అటెండెడ్ అంటే అటెండ్ అవుతే బెటర్ యాక్చువల్గా. అంటే సో
సార్ అటెండ్ కాకపోతే నెక్స్ట్ మంత్ నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ 2000 ఏమో ఎక్స్ట్రా.
అవునా, ఓకే ఓకే. సో దట్ విల్ బి
ఎక్స్ట్రా పే చేయాల్సి వస్తుందా?
అవును.
ఇది ఓన్లీ ప్రాక్టికల్ క్లాసే కదా నార్మల్ గా?
అవును, అది మా ప్రాక్టికల్ క్లాస్ అయినట్టు సర్టిఫికేట్ ఇస్తారంట, అదేదో ఉంటుంది బుక్ లో.
అసలు ఏం ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కూడా ఇవ్వలేదు ప్రాక్టికల్ క్లాసెస్ ఉన్నాయని.
So one thing you can do, so just ask from the information from study center, okay? Because we don't have that information. Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes.
యాక్చువల్ గా ఏపీ వాళ్ళకైతే ఎగ్జామ్ అంటే ఆఫ్టర్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ తర్వాత ప్రాక్టికల్స్ అన్నారు.
ఓకే అండి, అదే అండి యాక్చువల్గా అదే దట్ ఈస్ డిఫరెంట్ ఫ్రమ్ స్టడీ సెంటర్ అంతే అంటున్నారు కదా. So no, not an issue. This kind of information means this kind of chat will be discussed in WhatsApp groups, okay? So because I do have aware about practical sessions, right? That is the reason, okay? Right, okay. Right, fine, no problem, not an issue. So ఏదైనా నాకు ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ తెలుసుకుంటే ప్రాక్టికల్ గురించి నేను చెప్తానండి, ఓకేనా? If I'm having any information about practical classes, I'll tell you, okay?
సార్ మనకు ఏదైనా గ్రూప్ ఉందా సార్ కంప్యూటర్ కి?
ఆల్రెడీ ఉందండి. జస్ట్ షేర్ ద నెంబర్ or else just if anyone have any number, link, just please share the link in this, okay, chat.
Sir, that group is full, sir.
Full means you cannot add the person, right? Means everyone add cheyalekothunara.
There is no space.
Yes sir, I group lo link అదే ఇక్కడ chat లో షేర్ చేశారు. మేము ఎంటర్ అవుదాం అనుకుంటే గ్రూప్ ఇస్ ఫుల్ అని వస్తుంది.
ఓకే, ఇంకా
3 weeks నుండి అలానే ఉంది సార్ గ్రూప్. మాకు అసలు ఛాన్స్ కూడా రాలేదు.
ఇంకా వేరే గ్రూప్ ఉందండి. So with the minimum persons, if anyone have any group, just please share the
group leader sir. ఇక్కడ
నాకు తెలియదండి యాక్చువల్గా. వాళ్ళు అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుందంటే చాలా గ్రూప్స్ ఉన్నాయి అన్నమాట, 157 మెంబర్స్ ఉన్నారు.
సార్ మాకు ఏం ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఏమి ఇవ్వట్లేదు సార్, ఏదో ఒకటి చెప్పండి సార్.
చాలా మిస్ అయిపోయాం సార్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కూడా. మీరు ఎవ్రీ క్లాసెస్ ది నోట్స్ కూడా షేర్ చేస్తున్నామన్నారు, మాకు ఎటువంటి నోట్స్ రాలేదు.
ఒక పని చేయండి బ్రో, ఒక నిమిషం. So try to create a group, okay? Just try to create a group, okay? For you people, the new people, means who are not joined in any group, okay?
Sir.
Okay, and share the link here, okay? Share the link here, okay? నువ్వు ఏం చేస్తావు అంటే ఫస్ట్ నువ్వే చేసేసి గ్రూప్ క్రియేట్ చేసేసి ఇక్కడ లింక్ పెట్టేసి, అర్థమవుతుందా?
ఓకే సార్.
So whoever not joined at any in any WhatsApp group, just join from the above group, okay? That will be benefited, right?
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే
సార్, ఈ గ్రూప్ ఇదేనా సార్? బీకామ్ కంప్యూటర్ EM SEM 1 to 2.
అవును, యాక్చువల్లీ ఏంటంటే వాట్ ఎవర్ ద ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఐమ్ హ్యావింగ్, జస్ట్ ఐమ్ షేరింగ్ ద ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇన్ ఆల్ ద గ్రూప్స్, ఓకే? Okay, not an issue. Do that, man. Okay.
Sir, he was last class, sir.
అవునండి. And one more thing, the data means
మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ ఎప్పుడు ఉంటాయి సార్ క్లాసెస్?
చెప్తారు ఓకేనా? మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ అకాడమిక్స్ చెప్తారు ఒకసారి, ఓకేనా?
కాదు సార్, మరి హాఫ్ సిలబస్ అంతే కదా సార్?
ఏంటండి
హాఫ్ సిలబస్ మాత్రమే చెప్తున్నారు, మిగతా హాఫ్ సిలబస్
లేదండి. మీరు ఎన్ని క్లాసెస్ అటెండ్ అయ్యారు? యాక్చువల్గా ఫస్ట్ నుంచి ఫిబ్రవరి ఫస్ట్ వీక్ నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అయింది.
ఈ రోజుతో కంప్లీట్ అవుతుందా సార్?
అవునండి. మీరు మధ్యలో జాయిన్ అంటున్నారు. స్టార్టింగ్ నుంచి చెప్పండి. ఫిబ్రవరి ఫస్ట్ నుంచి, మీన్స్ ఫిబ్రవరి ఫస్ట్ వీక్ నుంచి క్లాసెస్ స్టార్ట్ అయ్యాయి, ఓకేనా? Okay, no problem. If I'm having any no problem, not an issue. If I'm having any YouTube links, I'll share the things in a WhatsApp group, okay? I'll share the things in a WhatsApp group, okay?
Anybody create a new group?
Already that person, what's your name, Mr. Pranav or
Yes sir, I'm creating. Just
okay.
Pranav.
Yes, okay, Pranav.
Group and
important questions share చేయండి.
Already the things should be shared, okay? Just Okay, I'll share that important questions now also. Okay, not an issue. Okay, just give me a time so that I'll share that. Okay, by the EOD I'll share it. Okay. Okay, not an issue. Just we'll see. Finish this. Okay, then we'll conclude the class. Okay, right. So Pranav, you can continue your work. Okay, right. So output devices. Please mute the remaining persons. Divya and Monica Chaudhary and Ruxana, please. Okay, right. So see here, last one means one more topic also there, cryptography we'll discuss. So output devices. Okay, what do you mean by output devices? Basically, these are required to understand the information which has been processed from the computer. Okay, so what are the output devices we have seen in the previous class when we have discussed in the block diagram? So monitors and printers and plotters. Okay, monitors, printers and plotters are the best examples for output devices. Output devices. Okay, just we are having some information, other additional information than the book classes. Okay, so output devices are like LCD, CRT, LED. LCD, CRT, and LED. So we'll see one by one. It will have a 5 to 10 minutes is required for this to understand. So basically, in the previous days, they are using some CRT. Okay, for output devices. Okay, so in TVs and other things, they are using CRT devices. What will be full form of CRT? Cathode ray tube. Cathode ray tube. So whatever the discussing LCD, that may be LED or CRT, these are all comes under what? Output devices. Okay, basically these are some types of monitors. Okay, right. So we'll see what do you make cathode ray tube. Cathode ray tube is a vacuum tube containing one or more electric guns, the beams of which are manipulated to display images on a photo screen. The images may represent electrical waveform pictures. Radar targets or other phenomena. A CRT on a television is a set of commonly called picture tube. Okay, so if you are looking to the diagram, so that CRT device will be having like this. Understand? Okay. Next one is what? LCD, liquid crystal display. Liquid crystal display. It is a type of flat panel display which uses liquid crystals in its primary form of operation. Okay, LEDs. LEDs having different one. Okay, we'll see that. Okay, basically in the phones also we are having the display as LCD. Okay, so in mobile phones also we are having what? LCD. So flat panel. Okay, what is the thing inside it? Liquid crystals will be there. Okay, right. So here black, just how the technology will work, just we'll see. So liquid crystal display technology works by blocking light. At the same time, electrical current cause the liquid crystal molecules to allow varying levels of light to pass to the second substrate and to create the colors and images that you see. Basically, what will happen means, so from the device, it will spread the electric currents, so that we'll able to see the images. Okay, here the same thing will be there in LEDs and LCDs. Understand? LEDs and దీనికి తెలుగులో చెప్పడానికి ఏముంటుంది అండి? ఓకేనా? సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ బేసికలీ దాన్ని ఏమంటారంటే యాక్చువల్గా ఈ ఎల్సిడి సిఆర్టీ ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఎలా ఉంటాయంటే సేమ్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఫామ్ లో ఉంటాయి అనమాట. సో ఈ ఇమేజ్ చూస్తుంటే మీరు ఇది సిఆర్టీ ఇమేజ్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది, సిఆర్టీ ట్యూబ్ అనేది ఎలా ఉంటుంది అనేది ఇలా ఈ ఇమేజ్ ఇండికేట్ చేస్తుంది అనమాట. సో ఇక్కడ ఎల్సిడి ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే ఒక పర్టికులర్ నాకు వాయిస్ కట్ అవుతుంది.
సిఆర్టీలోని డిఫ్లెక్షన్ ప్లేట్స్ ఉంటాయి సార్. కాథోడ్ రే బీమ్ ని డిఫ్లెక్ట్ చేయడానికి డిఫ్లెక్షన్ ప్లేట్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఎల్సిడి ఎల్ఈడి లో డిఫ్లెక్షన్ ప్లేట్స్ ఉండవు.
ఓకే అదే అండి యాక్చువల్గా నేను చెప్పేది అదే. బేసిక్ ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే ఎలక్ట్రిక్ కరెంట్స్ అనేవి పాస్ అయ్యి అక్కడ నుంచి మనకు ఇమేజ్ అనేవి క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది. ఓకేనా? సో ఇక్కడ ఎలక్ట్రిక్ కరెంట్స్ అనేవి మనకు మాలిక్యూల్స్ ఫామ్ లో వెళ్ళేసి మనకు ఇమేజ్ అనేది ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకేనా? సో దట్ ఈస్ ఓన్లీ ఇట్ ఇండికేట్స్ ఇన్ దిస్ డెఫినేషన్. ఓకే, సో next one, here in LED we are having some semiconductor chips, okay, surrounded by transparent plastic housing. So from this what will happen, the image will be emitted. Understand? From this the image will be emitting. Okay, So here in mobile phones and TVs, the above means LCD, and we are able to see LED things. Okay. So in the previous means early days, they are using CRT tubes. Okay, cathode ray tubes. Okay. So basically, what will the benefit of this means? We'll able to see the resolution and the picture clarity. Okay. So for example, if I'm seeing LED, so that we are able to feel the image clarity. We are able to see the and feel the image clarity. Okay, that kind of things will be there in LED monitors. Okay, just we need to understand these are some monitors, and these are comes under what? Output devices. Output devices. Okay, right. Next one, cryptography. So here, just someone asked about multiplexing, but that is not there in our syllabus. Okay, so that I'm neglecting that. Okay, so just we'll see what means by cryptography. Okay, so cryptography is a study of secure communication techniques that allows only sender and intended recipient of a message to view the contents. Okay, so as I told you, encryption and decryption, when we have discussed encryption, decryption, no, so the same thing will be there in cryptography. Okay, so what do you mean by intended user? I will tell you. Okay. So anyone have an idea about encryption, which we had discussed in the previous class? Anyone have any information? Means anyone know about encryption from the previous classes?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So process of converting data from plain text to ciphertext. Okay, here process of converting
ciphertext to
from ciphertext to
plain text.
Okay, what do by దీనికి ఒకసారి నేను యూనిట్ నెంబర్ చెప్తాను. జస్ట్ so unit 12 block 4 unit 12 it is having that information. Okay, so not an issue. So I told you how to convert this plain text to ciphertext. Please mute who is not in the right place. Please mute. Okay, with the help of secret key. With the help of secret key only. Okay, so similarly here also what will happen? The required information will be sent from sender to intended recipient user only. For example, if I want to share my information, I'll share only that person only. Understand? So basically here in this, that kind of thing, secure communication will be there. Understand? For example, if I want to send any passwords, okay, and any credentials, such kind of things, if I want to share, that is comes under what? Secure communication techniques. Okay, such secure communication techniques are required for sending the confidential information. Okay, secure communication techniques are required for confidential information when I'm sharing that. Okay, so the term is derived from Greek word. Okay, cryptos means what? Hidden information. Okay, hidden. Okay, it is closely associated with encryption. Okay, basically scrambled text and ciphertext, these are same. Okay, so scrambled means what? Some means we cannot able to see the text exactly. Understand? We cannot able to see and understand the text exactly. That kind of text is known as what? Scrambled text or ciphertext. Okay, scrambled text or ciphertext. Okay, so in addition of that, so cryptography also covers obfuscation means of information or images using the techniques such as microdots and merging. Okay, this we don't take by this. Okay, this we don't take by. So this is about a cryptography. Okay, just give me a minute. If I forgot anything, just we'll discuss. One more thing, Pranav, just add me in the group which is newly created, okay? So that I will share the
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay.
I just added no, sir.
Okay, fine. That is the reason just I got a message. Not an issue. Okay.
Sir, please share the important notes, sir.
Yes, I will share the entire things, okay, which I'm having. I will share the entire things, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. So that's all. If anyone have any questions, let me know. So we'll wind up the session in 5 to 10 minutes. Anyone have any questions regarding, irrespective of important questions? So just give me a minute, okay? So it is also there, yes? Okay, just give me a minute, okay? So all of you know about Bitcoins and OneCoins, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So basically, what is that? Basically, digitalized currency, okay? Digitalized money, okay? So we cannot buy, means that will, we cannot basically, what is that? So that is not a physical money, understand physical money, okay? Some technologies will be there, okay? So I just some information is there. So cryptocurrency is decentralized digital money that is based on blockchain technology or and secured by cryptography, okay? To understand cryptography, what we have to understand some terminology like blockchain and decentralization and cryptography. So see here, so some of the examples, just if someone are aware about OneCoin and Bitcoins, okay? Okay, cryptocurrency. These are comes under Bitcoin, OneCoin and Bitcoins. Okay. So what do you mean by these? I'll tell you. So for example, if what they'll do means, so they'll calculate one Bitcoin as just I'm taking an example. One Bitcoin will have a, for example, 1 lakh. Okay, so they have means how the dollar value is equal to means Indian rupees, means somehow
76 rupees.
76 rupees is there, no? Similarly, Bitcoin will also have some value, understand, some value, okay? Basically in dollars only, okay? So in the means in the month of March, February, financial place also means our Indian government also making this as a means we can also use that Bitcoins, okay? So previously we cannot use the Bitcoins in India, okay? Right, what they'll do means they will define Bitcoin value will be like this, okay? In foreign countries, this will be means from the so many days this is there, okay? So here in this, what will happen means they will define that one Bitcoin, if I want to purchase one Bitcoin, how much I have to do, how much I have to pay in 1 lakh Indian rupees, okay? If I want to this, what will happen means the Bitcoin value will be changed, understand, the Bitcoin value will be changed, okay? From one day to next day, understand, means from day to day it will be changed, understand, from day to day the Bitcoin value will be changed, understand. It is like a investment, okay? It is like investment, okay? So like for example, in our banks they are giving the investment on gold, okay? For example, I want to invest on gold, what they will do, so if I want to invest on gold, what they will ask means, so how many grams, okay, on how many grams you want to invest, on how many grams you want to invest. In such a case, for example, if I'm having some 60,000 and 80,000 rupees I'm having, if I supposed to invest, what will happen means, so they will calculate that amount to in number of grams in gold, okay? So similarly here also, if I want to invest in Bitcoins, what will happen means, if I'm having only 50,000, so half of a Bitcoin, 0.01 means 0.05 Bitcoins will be allotted for me, understand. So that value will be changed from day to day, the value will be changed from day to day, understand. So such kind of things will be there in cryptocurrency, means if the value is increased, I may get benefit, understand. It may decrease the value also, understand. In the next days the value may be decreased, understand. It is also like investment, understand, how we are invest on shares, okay, gold. Similarly it is also there, understand. This is about cryptocurrency, okay? Basically this is what digital money, understand, digital money, okay? So this is about cryptocurrency, okay?
హలో సార్.
ఎస్
సార్ ఇప్పుడు మీరు సిఆర్టీ ఎల్సిడి గురించి చెప్పారు కదా సార్. మామూలుగా 4K 8K అని టీవీస్ ఉంటాయి కదా సార్, మళ్ళీ అవి ఏం చేస్తాం మళ్ళీ వాటి
నాకు వాయిస్ కట్ అవుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు బేసిక్ ఇప్పుడు ఉండేటైతే అన్ని కూడా ఎల్సిడి టీవీస్ అండ్ ఎల్ఈడి టీవీస్. ఓకేనా, సిఆర్టీ చాలా తక్కువ, చాలా తక్కువ. ఓకేనా
సార్. మామూలుగా 4Kకి 8Kకి డిఫరెన్స్ ఏంటి సార్? మామూలుగా
అది రెజల్యూషన్ సంబంధించింది, యాక్చువల్గా క్లారిటీ గురించి. ఓకేనా, క్లారిటీ గురించి. ఈవెన్ ఇప్పుడు బేసికల్గా మనకు పిక్చర్ క్లారిటీ ఉంటుంది కదా, దానికి సంబంధించిన రెజల్యూషన్ గురించి. ఓకేనా
సార్, మనం టెస్ట్ పేపర్లు ఫాలో అయితే మంచి మార్క్స్ తెచ్చుకోవచ్చా?
తెచ్చుకోవచ్చు. ఈవెన్ దట్ ఈస్ ఎనఫ్. అండ్ one thing I want to tell you in computer science, so whatever you know, just try to maintain, try to put in the paper. Okay, so what will happen means, for example, when we are learning, no, so everything will be like so this is understandable, this is understandable. Okay, but we have to understand how much we are able to put on that paper. Okay, put in the paper. Okay, that we have to understand. Okay, this is required for computer science. Understand? So how we are practicing maths, similarly we have to practice in computer science also. Understand? Just we have to put the means information, right? So for example, even we don't require even the today's topic and yesterday's topic, so we don't require to even we don't require to read. Okay, just what we have to understand, just how much information you need. Just gathering of information also important. Okay, in computer science. Okay, for example, if this question comes to in an exam, okay, so just what are required, only 3 points are required. Only 3 points are required. Okay, this is what digital money. Okay, so it is having some terminologies or mechanisms with blockchain and decentralization, cryptography. And so what are the best examples for cryptocurrency? Bitcoins and OneCoins. Okay, this is enough. Understand, this is enough. Okay, like that, some important points in the particular topic are required. Okay, in computer science, that will be benefited. Understand? Even when you're writing so much information, then no one will care about it. Okay, just they'll think about how much information is correct and relevant to the topic. Okay, that they'll count it. Okay.
సార్, అట్లా ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఏమైనా ఉంటే
చెప్తాను నేను. ఓకేనా, అవన్నీ. ఓకే, సో వాట్ ఆర్ ద ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్వశ్చన్స్?
Sir, send me the theory important questions, sir.
Yes, I'll share that entire things. Okay, and one more thing, I cannot segregate, means I cannot separate them for 2 marks or 8 marks, whatever. Understand? Just I'll share the important questions that will be benefited for all the things. Understand? All together I'll share that. Okay,
Okay sir.
Okay. Any other questions, so that we'll conclude the class, today's class. Okay, Pranav, I hope you have created the group, and please,
Yes,
if anyone wants, if anyone is none of the group, just please
సార్ చాట్ బాక్స్ లో పెట్టమని.
so just not required if a person is there in at least one group. Okay.
హలో సార్.
Yes.
సార్, మీరు ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్వశ్చన్స్ లాస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ డిస్కస్ ద కమ్యూనికేషన్ మోడల్స్ ఆఫ్ ప్లూటన్ పెట్టారు కదా సార్.
Sorry, discuss.
లాస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ పెట్టారు కదా ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్వశ్చన్స్ లో.
చెప్పండి. డిస్కస్ మళ్ళీ చెప్పు క్వశ్చన్ మళ్ళీ చెప్పు.
డిస్కస్ ద కమ్యూనికేషన్ మోడల్స్ ఆఫ్
సౌండ్ కట్ అవుతుంది,
వినిపించట్లేదు.
and one more thing also there,
the communication models of IoT.
Okay. So see here, just we listen here. In IoT we have discussed about only few things, right? Okay, here what is the where is that? Okay, these about relevant to you. Okay, some of the examples, just they are asking about some of the examples. Understand? This is required. Okay, this is only required for that question. Okay.
Sir.
Yes.
ఒక్కసారి అవి వన్స్ కాంప్లిమెంట్, టూస్ కాంప్లిమెంట్ అవన్నీ కదా, ఒకసారి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారా?
Okay. Addition, subtraction అంటే టైం పట్టుద్ది. Just I'll explain ones complement and twos complement. Okay. Okay. So see here, what do you mean by ones complement and twos complement means, just we have to understand what do you mean by ones complement, then we'll be able to go to twos complement value. Okay, so first, in the first ones complement, what will happen, all zeros will be converted to ones. Okay,
ones
will be converted to zeros. Understand? Zeros will be converted into ones and ones will be converted into zeros. Here, in which case if I want to find out 1's complement value, okay? So here in 2's complement value, what will happen means whatever the result I'm getting after 1's complement, okay, after converting zeros to 1s and 1s to zeros, so what I have to do, just I have to add 1. Okay, so that will be my 2's complement of a given number. Okay, right. So here I'm having 00011. Sorry, what is my value? So 11100. What I'm doing, I'm converting
00011.
Okay. Why? Because 1s will be converted into zeros will be converted into 1s. Then what I have done, I'm adding
1.
Okay, so 1 plus 1, what will happen? 1 0 will happen. Okay, 1 will be carried forward and 1 will be come here, and 0 will have to write here. Okay, 1 plus 1, 1 0. Okay, 1 will be carried forward here. Okay, 0 plus 1, 1. Okay, in this way I have to calculate. Okay, Okay, so I have already shared that information, addition the multiplication of digits. Okay, so if not, I'll share here. Okay,
యూట్యూబ్ లో ఉంటుందా సార్?
ఉన్నాయండి. నేను ఒకసారి లింక్ చూసి నేను షేర్ చేస్తాను. ఓకేనా?
ఎస్టర్డే క్లాస్ రాలేదు, అటెండ్ అవ్వలేదు నేను.
ఓకే అండి, నేను షేర్ చేస్తాను. ఓకే, if I'm having that link, just I'll share that. Okay, if anyone have that link, just please share that. Okay.
సార్ మాకు ప్రాక్టికల్స్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ తర్వాత ఉంటాయి, ఎగ్జామ్స్ తర్వాత ప్రాక్టికల్స్ ఉంటాయి సార్?
నేను ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ నేను చెప్తాను. మీది అలా కాదు, పని చేయి, మీ స్టడీ సెంటర్ వాళ్ళని అడుగుతూ బెటర్. ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళు ఇప్పుడు ఒక పర్సన్ ఉన్నారు కదా, అంటే ఏపీ వాళ్ళకు ఎగ్జామ్స్ తర్వాత ప్రాక్టికల్స్ అవుతున్నాయని చెప్పేసి. ఓకేనా?
ఓకే.
ఎందుకంటే జస్ట్ మనం అనుకున్న ప్రకారం అయితే ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుంది, సో దేర్ ఓన్లీ గివింగ్ ద ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, అండర్స్టాండ్? So for study center, they are giving practical sessions in different manner. That is the reason. Okay. So 1 plus 1, how much? 1 0. 1 plus 0, 1.
Sir, can tell me your
0 plus 1. Sorry. I have already shared that in a chat. Okay. And don't send me in a personal message. Okay. So literally, I will say that. Okay. If any information is shared in a group, I'll respond. Okay. Okay. If not, if someone send the message in a personal, I'll not at all answer. Okay. Are you there in group, sir? Yes, I'm there in entire. I mean, every group. Okay, every group I'm there. Okay, right. Each and every group I'm there. Okay. So 1 plus 1, 1 0. 1 plus 0, 1. 0 plus 1, 1. 0 plus 0, 0. 1.1, 1. 1 into 0, 0. 0 into 1, 0. 0 into 0, 0. So these are addition and multiplication of binary numbers. Okay. So we'll wind up the session. Yes. Yes.
And how about languages, sir?
Means
any faculty for languages?
No, man. Actually, literally, I want to say just I'm having information about computer science classes. That too, when I'm having classes, just that information will have. Even I don't know about other classes. Okay, just ask your friends only. They'll only say the share the information. Okay. I don't aware about it. Okay, thank you. So thanks for the participation. We'll wind up the session. Okay, thank you so much from day 1 to till now. Okay,
thank you, sir.
I hope we'll get the good marks. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sir, మళ్ళీ ఎప్పుడు ఉంటాయి సార్ క్లాసెస్?
So we'll discuss. Okay, next academic I think so.
సార్ ఆఫ్లైన్ ఉన్నప్పుడు మీరే వస్తారా సార్ ఇక్కడ?
లేదు నేను కాదు, వేరే వస్తాను. ఓకేనా? సో ఐఎమ్ హ్యావింగ్ అదర్ వర్క్. ఓకే, రైట్.
Okay guys, bye. హలో, ఈ దాంట్లో నారాయణపేట వాళ్ళు ఎవరైనా ఉన్నారా?
ఇప్పుడు ఆన్లైన్ క్లాసెస్ వాళ్ళకి లాస్టా?
లాస్ట్ ఇవాళ.
ప్రాక్టికల్ క్లాస్
ప్రాక్టికల్స్ అంటే ఒక్కొక్క దగ్గర ఒక్కోలా ఉందేమో కానీ నేను కాల్ చేసి కనుక్కున్నాను, ప్రాక్టికల్ క్లాసెస్ జరగట్లేదు ఇప్పట్లో, ప్రాక్టికల్స్ కూడా లేవు మా దగ్గర స్టడీ సెంటర్ లో. అయితే మాది ఆంధ్ర.